It's my dog. Oh, hey, I'm filming something right now. So this is zero. You guys know? Yeah, zero. Ground zero. Ground. No, I'm not playing rope right now. I'm not playing rope right now. I am not playing rope right now. No rope. Ah, ooh. Let me get a little bit of rope. Okay, so what I want to talk about today is this. I had a shift today. First shift I've had since Mother's Day. No one's fault. No one's fault. My fault for not finding a job yet. My fault. Totally. Full responsibility. Um, but cars, batteries dead. No bus passes. And no money. Not a big deal. I'll ride the 15 miles to go work this shift. It is a Cardinals game, and it's going to pay me almost $200 probably. Started off okay. Then realized I stayed on the canal too long and added 5 miles to my ride. So what should have been 15 miles or less turned into a 20-mile ride. Not a problem. It was hot out. It was hot out. It was hot. It was in the hundreds during this ride. And it got up to 124 at the hottest, my Garmin tells me. But that was on the way back. That's a totally different story. We'll get to that here in a minute. But, oh wait, we gotta wind back. Back to when I walked this clown this morning. Walking through the park, Mountain View Park. Been pretty excited because the cops got rid of the homeless people there. I mean, it used to be like the park was just full of homeless people. And yes, I have been without a home. I'm in a home now, but homeless and what I was are two different things. And it really is. So this guy, I'm playing catch for this guy. I made him a cool rope thing today, last night. And I haven't the first time I've ever had him off the leash, not off the leash, but not in my control where he could go catch stuff. And it was cool because he didn't take off or anything. So we do this for a little bit, and I know I got to get back because I got to shower before I head out of this ride to go to work. So this guy's laying under a tree, and I'm probably, I don't know, 25, 30 yards from this guy, if not more. No, not 50, probably 30 yards, I'd say 90 feet. Just doing my own thing. Cyril's not bucking nobody. He's not tripping. He's just walking. We're heading home. And this guy says, "Hey," he's a Hispanic vato, where the fuck he was, I don't know. He was Hispanic. And he looks at me and goes, "Hey, I got a cow," and he's laying down in the grass, whatever he was doing. I saw him come. I remember when I first got to the park, I saw him come in and walk in, and then saw him make up his little sleep place there or whatever he was doing over by the tree that was like probably 100 yards away from me. And he tells me he's got a cat. I go, "Hey, my dog's, it's all good." He goes, "Oh," and he kept going on about the cat, and I was like, and it's like he's wanting me to walk some other way when I'm going to be past him in like 30 seconds or less, and he just keeps going on about it, man. And I don't, I'm not gonna back. I was not trying to. I could have walked away, but his stupidity, and it was stupidity, and his telling me that I can't. When he got to the point where he's telling me that I can't walk there because of his cat, and I didn't know he had a cat, and my dog's not gonna get good at his cat because I got him on a leash. So there was no problem. But he kept insinuating about, I need to walk some other direction. Why did I come over this way? I'm like, I don't have to walk. You tell me you don't own this park. You don't. And I kept and going back and forth. And I did not say I got mad, but I got like, what the fuck, you motherfucker? You want to do something? Do it, man. I said, what are you gonna do about it? And he goes, "No, I'm just gonna talk." I said, "Yeah, you're just gonna talk, exactly, motherfucker." And then someone out of the back, I look around, and this other Hispanic guy is like walking up on me. I'm like, "What the fuck are you gonna do, motherfucker?" And he kind of just stopped, whatever, dude. So I head out of there, and so strike one. Just strike one. I don't know, strike on me, whatever, dude. I mean, I don't think I'm not going bipolar. I'm not doing anything. I'm just reacting and not in a bad way. I'm standing my ground and I'm not putting up with homeless people's shit, anybody's shit. You know, there's a problem in this town right now, and there really is with these homeless people, and and um, and it just they think they own they think they own everything. They think they can talk to you, and just only in certain parts of town. And fuck, actually, maybe everywhere, as far as I know, it probably is. It kind of reminds me of San Diego when I was in San Diego, when the homeless people were like, I mean, they're out of control. This was back in like the '80s. I mean, I was more scared of homeless people in San Diego than I was of anybody else. They're just aggressive. They're really aggressive here. I mean, so that's one. So I get to the ballpark, and I could have. It took me 20 miles. It took me an extra. I had an extra 5 miles. So it's like, on my single speed, I can only go so fast on that single speed because it's geared for climbing. It's a very small gear I have on it. So, I max it out. And I'm doing 90 RPMs. That's pretty high RPM. I mean, to put it in perspective, Lance Armstrong used to do between a 90 and 100 in his races, and that was way higher than an average cadence is around depending on your whatever, it's like between like 80, 85 now. I know that was back in his day. I'm not sure what the guys are these days are doing, but I don't think anybody's cadence was ever as high as Lance. That's why he got so good, because he kept his cadence that high. But so I get to the stadium. I mean, I'm dead. I'm not gonna lie. It was 20 miles. And it was hot out, and I'm dehydrated. I drank some water, and I pull up to the gate where I was supposed to let us go to, because I saw the big gate too, and I asked somebody. They said, "Yeah, that's it right there." And so I pull up with my bike, because I'm on bike, and all of a sudden I'm just like surrounded, saying I can't go in. I'm like, why not? I work for Rogue, and I wasn't aggressive about anything at all. At first, I wasn't. First, I wasn't. And I was just saying, hey, I don't have my credentials, but I do have the email for the credentials. And this old guy, I mean, he might have been my age, I don't know, but he was old. I'm old, so I mean, but he was just an idiot. And he just kept going on. And I was like, dude, got it. And then I talked to the main guy. He was the main guy of this DEI. Yes, and let me get this. They were DEI. They were all DEI. They were DEI beyond a shadow of a doubt. Every one of them. Every fucking last one were DEI hires. They weren't there because they were good at their job. They were there because they were female, colored, old, or probably retarded. I don't know. But it was fucking annoying. So finally, I'm relaxed. I said, okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, you call your boss. And then the main guy, he was cool. We were just chatting. But the old guy, he wants to throw in again about the bike because the bike's not going in there. I'm like, okay, dude, I got it. You don't need to start with me again. And he's like, blah. I said, you brought it up again. I haven't said 2 words to you since the last altercation we had. Which is, then the guy told him to get lost. I'm like, I don't have a problem with you. I don't have a problem with you. You're doing right. And I said, can I go over here and wait in the shade? And he says, yeah. So the quickest way for me to get to the shade was to go in the gate, and there was a gap in the other gate. So I was just going to go around there, and like, no, you got to go back around and go this way. I'm like, well, why can't? I'm like, okay. You heard it was clear, and it's a Hispanic guy. He's like, it was clear and concise directions. You heard me. You heard him. I'm like, no, actually, I misunderstood him, but it's all good. So I kind of went off on a tire and said, I'm not stupid, I do have a degree. He goes, so do I. I'm like, oh yeah, what's yours in? And he goes, oh, blah, 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 blah. I go, mine's in philosophy, man. And I was irate. I was pissed. I was coming down at that point, but I was still pissed at that guy. I was pissed at those two. And then he started being cool. The Hispanic guy who was kind of watching me, he offers me some water and a Propel little lick thing, a dry powder. So we're cool. I'm cool with him. And then I hear, the main guy shows up, and I'm not sure what was told to him, but something, okay, let me just back up one second. This is what I envisioned this working out like, okay? You go to a job with Rogue Staffing. I'm working for Rogue Staffing, who's working the NFL game. I am an employee. So I envisioned me being able to go there with my bike, go through the gate, go to a bathroom, get changed with my bag, take my bike to my fucking stand, cashier up in the boxes or where I was working, and just leave it there with my bag. Or like an employee. You would think they would have an employee room, because I guarantee it, the people that go to that job, they have that ability to do that. Like if I was a football player, they wouldn't have done that to me. Or if I was an employee by somebody else that works there, this would not have happened to me. It was bullshit. Because I guarantee you, there's a place. I said, hey, work, and then I had to call Jorge. And I had struggled with that because I was so fucking tired from the ride. The main boss walked off, whatever, and I finally got his email. I got Jorge. Jorge's my boss. I know I'm jumping around, but not really. In my head, it's straight. So I call Jorge. Hey, come down here. He took fucking forever to come down there, and then finally he pops up and he's like, well, I mean, you don't have. Why don't you have a look for your bike? I'm like, dude, it's a $6,000 bike, and yes, I say $6,000 bike because on the way here, on the way there on my bike ride, I added everything up. Here, let's go through it real quick. It's a titanium frame. It is custom titanium, $2,500 easily. No, I'm doing this stuff. The wheel set I think was $1,200. It's got fucking Swiss, the newest Swiss wheels, hubs on it. The blackout ones, and some really and the custom and the carbon fiber wheels, and that's $1,200. So you add the $1,200 plus. I'm gonna go 13 plus the 25, which is what? That puts it at $4,000 right there. And then you put on my $600 with the pedals I have, which is the it's a power meter, so that's gonna add an extra $4,600. And then we'll add my handlebars, which are $200, 48. No, wait, what did I say? Yeah, 48. And then my seat post, which is $275. So there's $5,000. And then if you add my wheels, my brakes, which were $300-400, so I mean it's right around $6,000, and it is. I mean, it's made. I could never sell it for that much, but that's how much I put into that bike. So it's probably more expensive than most people's cars. I think that's safe to say. Maybe not, because $6,000 is not much for a car, but you know what I'm saying. So it goes everywhere with me. I don't lock that bike up anywhere. I did it one time. That was at Walmart, and I was freaked out about that. But I was able to get my wheel. But I'm not leaving my bike anywhere, and it comes with me. I go, it comes. And it comes with me. And I take it into the store. I take it everywhere with me. I just didn't see the problem with it. I don't see how these DEI hires, who the fuck they security. I mean, don't you have something bigger to worry about than the guy? If you can't tell the good guys from the bad guys, and if you don't know how to if you can't do that, then maybe you shouldn't be working this job. And that's the truth. That maybe they should not be working this job, because obviously I wasn't there to blow up the place. Obviously I wasn't there with a bomb. You know what I mean? I just rode 20 miles. I'm trying to go to work. Give me a fucking break. And they and then they come bring up there's no way I'm going to get in there because I don't have a clear bag. Clear bag. I'm not going to watch the game. I work here. I shouldn't need a clear bag. All right. You want to check my bag? Great. Want it? What the fuck is real? Come on, man. Get real. You got to know the good. If you can't tell the good guys from the bad guys, I'm an employee. They should have had a back door I should have been go to, and I should have been to get dressed in the back door. Simple as that. That's just how it is. That's just simple. And I guarantee there was one somewhere, but I wasn't privy to that. And I said, hey, well, where can I change? And the guy, the Hispanic guy, he turns into a dick again. He says, "Oh, there's a porta-john over there. You think I'm gonna go change in a porta-john, bitch? You think that's what I'm gonna do?" I just looked at him like, "You're dumb." Jorge was no help. He was zero. All he could throw at me. Oh, how come you don't have a lock for your bike? And then he goes, "Oh, you didn't know you had you ever been to a game?" And no, I haven't ever been to a game where I need a clear bag. I don't usually. I usually drive to the jobs. Okay, my battery's dead. I rode my bike. Sorry. So he had no solution. And it's kind of my fault because I guess I went to the wrong, and I'm not saying it would have been any different because I don't know, but I went to the wrong, like gate 2 was there, but I was supposed to go to the main entrance, and I didn't. So that had been on me. I bet if I would have done that, maybe I would have got in, I don't know. So eventually, nothing, oh yeah, this one lady said something about a rehab, and she said it loud enough where I heard it, and I finally, she had to be talking about me, because the stigma when bike, hair, older, fuck. And I was like, hey, so you're going to rehab, huh? And she had no answer. She's like, cunt. And I called her a cunt. I looked right at her and I said cunt before I said, you fucking cunt. I called her a cunt. I don't think she heard me. But then there's this little dumb lady over here who I don't know where she even came from. I'm going to backhand her. But anyway, long story short, I had to take my bike home. I didn't get to work. So there's $200 I don't get, and I got to ride another 20 miles home. And it's getting hotter. It actually got up to 100. I'm not sure what it is, but my Garmin said at one point I was riding in 124 degree weather. And I believe that in some spots where the concrete meets the fucking pavement or whatever that saying is. So that's strike two. Strike two. On me, on who? I don't know. Like I said, once again, I wasn't mad, but I was tired. I was exhausted. I was very, very frustrated. But I wasn't like being bipolar. It's not a bipolar thing, dude. It's a fucking, it's me being, it's like, what the fuck? Am I the one person who sees the stupidity in what you're doing right now? A guy's trying to go to work and you're gonna fucking hold me up? I mean, really? Are you fucking kidding me? I hope someone blows that place up just to prove a point. And I don't mean that. I don't mean to do this either. That's very stupid. I don't really want that to happen, but because I don't want anybody to get hurt. But it would be just ironic. How about that? So it's hot, man. I'm on my way home, and I'm going. And once again, I took a wrong turn somewhere, and so I didn't, because it's a 15-mile ride, and I ended up tacking on another 5 miles. So it's a stop at 0. So I'm just dying. I stopped a couple places. I got one drink. I'm taking my time. I'm riding. And then my last stop was at 15th Avenue and Osborne, that area. Maybe, 15th and Osborne, I want to say. And I go to it was a neighborhood store, the neighborhood stores, what I'm talking about, the neighborhood ghetto stores, whatever you want to call them. And there's this black dude on a scooter, and there's two doors, but usually you go in, it's like driving a car. You go in one, and you come out the other. This guy's standing right in the way of the fucking entrance. So I open the door, I didn't slam it, I said, hey, BB, coming through. And he fucking starts this shit with me, dude. He's like, you could have said excuse me. I could have said excuse me, but you saw me, right? There's no reason, you could have just not been there. How about that? I didn't apologize, and he keeps saying he wants to fight. Oh, I'll be like, you want to fight? I'll fight. I said, look, man, whatever you want to do. I'll be outside in about, a couple minutes. So will I. And I'm like, look, it's all going to be on you. And he kept running his mouth and say, look, man, whatever you want to do, it's going to be on you, okay? I'll be out there in a minute. And then he says, yeah, man, I don't go, I play with guns. He's along the lines that he plays with guns. And I go, okay, I said I'd be out there in a minute, okay? Whatever happens, it's going to be on you, though. You understand that? It's going to be on you. So does that sound like to me like I'm saying I'm gonna go out there and kick your ass? Not one of those things. I just say, hey man, you want to do it, then do it. I'm not gonna stop you from doing it. I'm not gonna sit there and fucking stop you from trying to fight me. You want to fight me, dude, and see what happens. I'm not gonna start a fight with you though. I'm not gonna throw the first punch. Well, I'm not gonna initiate a fight. I didn't say that, but that's obviously you could tell that's what I meant. So I go out there. I got a big old fucking thing of fucking. I got a fountain drink, but it was what do you call it? Brain dead. Not Gatorade, but the other one. God, Propel, not Propel. Is it Propel? Maybe it's Propel. Is it Propel? I don't know what it was. Not as Propel. It's oh God, what is it? Damn it, I can't remember the name of it. It doesn't matter. Blue Zone, not Blue. What is it called? It's my favorite one. I can't think. It's the. It's better than it's the one that actually tastes good. And it has all the electrolytes in it. What is it called? Power Zone. Powerade. That's what it is. Powerade. And I drinking it and I put it in my thing and he's still talking his shit. I said, look, I'm gonna go home. And he's like, oh, so you're gonna go home now? I never said I was going to do anything different. I said I was coming outside. Oh, yeah, you talking all that shit before, all that energy. My energy's the same, man. I mean, if you want to do something, I'm not stopping you. You want to do it? Do it. That's all I said to you. Oh, you got all that energy. Oh, the energy's gone, huh? I said, no, energy's still here, dude. I'm going to go home. Oh, yeah, you said you're going to go home. I didn't say I was going to do anything different. I said I'd be outside, and if you want to do something, you can do it. He's just talking shit. It's fucking more of that black fatigue. I can't. I'm just sick of it, dude. So then that's strike three. Boom. I don't mean I don't know. Strike three. There it is. Strike three on me. I don't. I mean I didn't. I don't feel like I'm doing. I mean, sure, I could look at myself and go, well, I guess I could just be less aggressive. But I'm not. What do you want to do? I mean, I'm not. I mean, I'm not being. Being aggressive would have been to fucking punch that motherfucker. Being aggressive would have been to fucking just tell those fuckers at the DEI hire crew. I could have just kept going off on them. Being aggressive would have been going to kick that Mexican's ass today and the other guy, the both of them at the same time, and then let my dog eat the cat. I mean, that would have been aggressive. I'm just I'm just tired, man. I'm tired. Um, I'm tired of the bull. I'm tired of people thinking they can just act any way they fucking want to act and treat anybody the way they want to treat people. Especially, I mean, just all of them. I mean, fuck them. I'm not backing down from anybody. I'm not. Especially if I'm not in the wrong. If I'm in the right, if I'm in the wrong, I'll tell you I'm in the wrong, and I'll say that. But in these instances, in all three of these instances, I have not been in the wrong. I just haven't been. Anyway, that was my day. I rode 40 miles basically. I'm exhausted. Yeah. So, yeah, DEI. See, there was a girl, young girl, old lady. There was a Hispanic. There was a guy who's probably a little retarded. Another Hispanic who was in charge of the whole group. And there's the old person and the old lady. These were all, I promise you, they were all DEI hires. They all were. They were not. They weren't doing their job. They were not. They were not professionals. They were DEI hires. They were punks. That old man needed to be. I wanted to punch that old man in the face so fucking bad, dude, because he was just an idiot. He was so fucking stupid, dude. He just kept going on about. I don't. They could have handled that so much differently, and I could have handled it much differently too. I could have had my credentials. I could have gone to the right fucking exit. I could also been able to get a hold of Jorge faster for the guy who was there to fucking try to help me out. But it is what it is, and I guess I could. I don't. It is what it is. But yeah, that's me. The kind of day I had. And now I'm gonna go play some Battlefield 6 beta. Yeah. I don't know. That's popcorn in my mouth. All right. Thanks. Bye. Peace out, bros.